All right, guys, welcome back to TD Fans Talk. It is official, guys. It is official. The Miami Dolphins have officially cut their 90-man roster all the way down to 53. There are some things that won't surprise you, but there's some things that make you scratch your head and say, wow, I didn't see it coming that way. But we're going to dive right into it. Before we talk about the 53-man roster, just in case you're not educated on how that really works, just so you know, there were over 1,100, almost 1,200 players released today, okay? 1,200 NFL somewhat ready players out there free agency, okay? Well, let me not say free agency. They're on the waiver wire, okay? Now, well, they've been waived. Now, with that being said, every single team just about cut 37 people. Every practice squad can only have 10 players, okay? Out of the Dolphins 37 that they cut, there are already about 5 or 6 that they really want to bring back on the practice squad, okay? Give them an opportunity to develop and hopefully get promoted at some point. But that leaves, man, how many is that? Times 30. That leaves, when it's all said and done, over 700 players that they're just going to be without a job in the NFL. That is a lot of players. And if you put that into perspective, it has to hurt, guys. But let's talk about what the Dolphins decided to do, who they decided to go with at each position, okay? All right, right off the bat, we always start with quarterback, okay? We actually got a little shocker here, okay? My analysis the entire time was Dolphins were going to keep 2 quarterbacks. The reason why, they can use more depth at certain positions where it's still iffy, like cornerback, like linebacker, those 2 positions. I would have thought that the Dolphins would have picked up kept more players just to work things out to see who was actually best. But no, they decided to go with 3 quarterbacks. And let's break that down. We already know Tannehill has his job. He is the starter. The other 2 probably won't even play ever if Tannehill's healthy, okay? Unless we're going, 15-0 and we want to rest him in the 16th game. But Tannehill's a lock. The competition was pretty much between Brock Osweiler and David Fales, okay? And we had, you also had the other kid, Perry, that was trying to fight for a job. The Miami Dolphins, they went ahead and picked up both of them, Osweiler and David Fales. Now, to be honest with you, Brock Osweiler is not a fan favorite in Miami thus far, okay? I'm just putting it out there, giving the facts right off the rip, okay? From my understanding, David Fales was Adam Gase's guy. Adam Gase loved David Fales. Let's just put that out there now. But this is why the 4th preseason game meant everything, okay? It was David Fales' job to lose. And the reality is, from a depth chart standpoint, he lost it. Brock Osweiler earned the number 2 spot at the end of the preseason in that 4th game. He looked composed. He looked like a veteran quarterback. He got the ball done, even 2 touchdowns in the game, like $1.50 in yards. He actually looked composed, guys. But David Fales laid a goose. He just didn't look good in the last preseason game. It did not look good. It was not a great showing for David Fales. Now, at the end of preseason game 1, I said, hey, David Fales is gone then. Man, he just screwed this up for himself. But I think Gase likes him so much that Gase still kept him on the roster. I think they wanted David Fales anyway, but it's impossible to cut him after Brock Osweiler performed the way that he did. So that put us in a situation where Gase has decided to keep all the drama from coming. Let's just go with all 3 of them. And that's what happened, guys. That's exactly what happened. So quarterback, we got it all situated. On the depth chart, we know it's Ryan, then Brock, and then David Fales. Before the end of this season, I wouldn't be surprised if David Fales don't move up into number 2 eventually, because Gase loves him. He talks highly of him. But we shall see. But at least we got the answers, okay? We thought it would be 2 quarterbacks. They went with 3, all right? Going along to running back. Huge surprises. We already know Kenyon Drake, Frank Gore was going to make this roster. It would have been, Gase would have been walked out tomorrow if they didn't. Wouldn't have never made sense, okay? But the number 3 back, remember, I used to tell you all about the guy that Langford that Gase brought in from Chicago. That's Gase's boy. And I said, hey, you better watch out. He might make this roster. He did not make the roster. Kalen Ballage, like I said in preseason game 4, I mean, I said this. I said Kalen Ballage is going to make that spot. And he did. I thought that was end of story and it's over. But no, the Miami Dolphins kept a fourth running back. Sonoris Perry has made the cut, ladies and gentlemen. He made the cut on the Miami Dolphins roster. A lot of people speak high on Sonoris Perry, a young talent. Huge opportunity for him to make a name for himself in this league, especially with Gore on the way out in this year or next year. So it's his to lose, guys. He earned a 53-man roster spot. That is huge, okay? But that is the fourth back. I thought we would go with 3, but we went with 4. It looks like we're going with the normal set numbers at these positions, which is amazing. Now, Buddy Howell, I thought he would make the roster, and he didn't. Buddy Howell did not make the 53-man roster. He looked good in the last few preseason games, but he did not make the cut, ladies and gentlemen. But there are reports that they want to bring Buddy Howell back on the practice squad, give him an opportunity to develop even more, just because he showed great talent, so that he can potentially get promoted on the 53-man roster at some point, guys. So we're set at running back. We know who we're going into war with. And hey, if you look at the lineup, you got to be happy. Kenyon Drake is gonna be one of the leaders in the league this year. Frank Gore is going to do his thing, the OG. Kalen Ballage is going to get very minimal touches, but he's going to come in and show what he's about, just like Kenyon Drake did when Ajayi was here. Y'all got to think about that. When Ajayi was here, that's what Kenyon Drake did. He came and showed that he can still be an asset. No, I'm not going to get 800 yards. No, I'm not going to get 500 yards. But every little spurt that I get in, I can accumulate 300, 400, 500 yards in the season. And that's what Kalen Ballage is poised to do, guys, for the Miami Dolphins. Sonoris Perry as well. Whatever reps he gets, he has to take advantage of them to stay on this roster and move up. We have people on our team that have proven it. Kenyon Drake's one of them. Jakeem Grant is another. They played under the radar, and they've been earning themselves up to be on this roster, okay? Now, let's move on to wide receiver. This is so unshockingly shocking for me, okay? We only went with 5 wide receivers, but it's the same 5 you knew that were going to be there. It was just a question, are we going to add another? Kenny Stills, there's no way he was getting cut. Danny Amendola, no way. Albert Wilson, no way. Devontae, Cripple Parker, he wasn't getting cut. Too much money on the books. And we picked up his 5th-year option. We can't cut him. We're on the hook for that money, guys. And Jakeem Grant, there's no surprises there. But I would have liked to see us have added one of those young and upcoming stars like Isaiah Ford. Isaiah Ford. I wanted to see Isaiah Ford make this 53-man roster, but he didn't. And he is another one that they're talking about. Hopefully he doesn't get signed on the waiver and he comes on the practice squad, guys. I wanted to see Isaiah Ford, but we went with what we knew we were going to have, period. Everybody else was just, well, are we going to get 6? Are we going to get 6? No, we don't have 6, guys. Technically, right now, we only have 5 because Devontae Parker's out. And technically, Jakeem Grant was in the concussion protocol. So that's a little tricky to me. I really thought we would go with 6. So, hey, we shall see if any changes come in that regard, guys. But we already have who we know we would have. Other than that, moving along to tight end, Mike Gesicki is the starter. We already know he's going to be our starter first-round pick. Not first-round pick, but second-round pick, Mike Gesicki. You know, people correct me with the name. Then you have Marquise Gray, who also made the cut, Durham Smith, and A.J. Derby. All with 4 tight ends. 4 tight ends, guys. I kind of knew we would go with 4, but I was hoping that we would go with 3. Only because we usually don't have big tight end packages anyway, but I was hoping we would go with 3 tight ends, add another receiver, 3 running backs, add a receiver, or keep some more depth at corner or linebacker, but we didn't. We went with all 4 tight ends. So that's kind of questionable for me because I really thought at the most we would go with 3, but we have 4 on the 53-man roster, guys. And I think that's because of the versatility. Some of them are great with their hands. Some of them are great blockers. So depending on the game plan, they just wanted to be overly prepared in that situation. But that's where we are with tight end. Offensive line, guys. Our starting 5, we already know. Laramie Tunsil, Josh Sitton, Daniel Kilgore, Jesse Davis at that right guard, and Juwan James. These guys have been beasting it all preseason. We should be proud as Dolphin fans that we have an O-line that we can be happy about and respect and actually look forward to watching finally, okay? Now, backing those guys up, we got Sam Young, nice backup. Jake Brindle. Also, Ted Larson, who just had a little injury, but he's going to be huge. We're going to keep an eye on him. Hopefully, he's all good because all these guys, they play multiple line positions, and that's why they're so valuable with the depth, okay? Ted Larson isn't just a replacement center. He's also a replacement left guard, you know, so it can go either way. Also, Zach Sterup as well. So we have the depth necessary on the O-line. And our starters are all there beasting with no injuries at this time. Knock on wood. All right. So we're set at O-line. So when it comes to the offense in general, all offense, we have to be very happy. We have our core, and we added some big time. See, let me. We already know what our core is, okay? On offense, we know Ryan Tannehill, Kenyon Drake, Frank Gore, Kenny Stills, Amendola, Albert Wilson, Jakeem Grant, Parker, Gesicki in our O-line, okay? But we got two quarterbacks that, you know, I mean, let's be fair to Brock Osweiler and David Fales. They're not starting NFL quarterback caliber, but they're actually decent backups. They handle themselves well in preseason, sometimes better than others, but we got to give it to them, okay? They're gonna develop as the year goes in this offense, okay? But backing that up, also running backs, the additions like Kalen Ballage and Sonoris Perry, the future coming up. We got to be happy about that, okay? Same thing with the tight end situation and our backup O-line. We are good on offense, guys. Y'all going to see an explosive offense this year, one that you haven't seen in a long time, and it is going to freak Dolphin fans out. It is going to freak them out. Forget all that preseason stuff. I really think we're going to open it up. We're going to find the end zone. I see you heard it here first. All we have to do is find the end zone 3 times a game. 3 times a game. Find the end zone. I peg it 3 touchdowns by the offense, 2 field goals by the offense, and 1 score by the defense. Okay? Putting us over 30 points every game. That's the Dolphins that I'm looking forward to seeing. Over 30 points every game, guys. It's going to happen. Mark my words. You heard it here on TD Fans Talk first. All you haters, hey, you love the Dolphins, but you're delusional, man. Yeah, we'll see. You just remember. You remember those words, all right? Let's move along to the defense, guys. A lot more to discuss in that regards. Defensive ends, we already know. Cameron Wake and Robert Quinn are going to hold down the outside. Andre Branch is a backup. Charles Harris and William Hayes. Guys, you can't have a better defensive end core, okay? And not just with Wake and Quinn, okay? We already know they rival some of the best in the league. But the depth that we have behind those guys, we're winning. We're winning, guys. Defensive tackles, guys, Akeem Spence, Davon Godchaux, these guys are beasts in the middle. Are they Ndamukong Suh? Let's just call it what it is. No, but they're not far off, okay? If Ndamukong Suh was a 10, these guys are running 8.8s. That's all you need. Really, all you need is an 8. All right, so these guys, I'm happy about that. Not only that, the depth that we have behind them with Jordan Phillips and Vincent Taylor. We have depth, guys. Get behind the depth. That's what it's about. Somebody goes down, we're good. In the past, a star goes down, oh man, we're screwed. We are good. The depth is what it was always all about. And now we have it. Linebacker situation, guys. I actually like it, the mix. No surprises, really. Jerome Baker, Raekwon McMillan, Kiko Alonso, those guys are starting. Those guys are our 3 linebackers. That's what we have. That's what it's going to be. It is what it is. All right? As these guys progress throughout the season, I'm excited because Jerome Baker has looked great in preseason. And I want to see him take that into the season. Kiko Alonso is actually a great run gap stuffer. He just has problems sometimes tackling. Okay? But he finds the hole. And even if sometimes he misses a tackle, he slows the runner down enough for the pursuing defense to come get him. If he straightens up that tackle, though, we can get a lot more losses on plays, okay? Raekwon McMillan, that's the wild card. Is he going to be that draft pick that we hope that he would be? We shall see, but that's his position. It's his to lose. It's his, okay? So we're going to get behind these guys, but backing them up, you got Stephon Anthony, Chase Allen, and Mike Hall. Those three guys are solid, okay? I think there's a gap between those two levels, the starters and them, but they're solid. They're solid guys that come in and replace, okay? Now, let's talk about cornerbacks, okay? We already know Xavier Howard, Bobby McCain, they're going to hold down their corner position. But the backups, we really did go off of preseason and what we saw, and I actually like that, okay? Cordrea Tankersley made the team. And he's not a bad corner. That's a good replacement to come in and out. But not only Tankersley, the biggest surprise for me, it was actually a surprise, okay? Torrey McTyer made the 53-man roster. And when I say it's a surprise, it's not a bad thing, okay? This kid, preseason game 4, I remember one of the first defensive plays, because I study the game, okay? I go back and I watch him too. One of the first defensive plays, his man looked like he was going deep and cut inside. Torrey McTyer was like 8 feet off the man. And the man caught the ball, first down. I said, who was covering him? In this 4th string too, Torrey McTyer, he's getting cut tomorrow. That's exactly what I said. The very next play, Torrey McTyer breaks up the pass that caused the interception. The very next play I see him on defense, he has a pass defense back down just draped all over his man. And I'm like, man, this kid is actually playing well. Let me stop judging him off of that first little play. And throughout that whole game, I saw him making tough tackles, not missing assignments. He was all over the field, guys. And I said, man, we're already thin at cornerback. This kid might actually make the roster because this game 4, he's showing up. And all behold, he's on the 53-man roster. That's what it's about, guys. Not giving up after you screw up one little first down completion. Your man get the better of you. And after that, man, he was playing tight coverage and he did his job. I like him as a replacement. It made me kind of study him in that game. And I was looking for him. He was everywhere, making tackles, deflecting balls, hitting the ball for the interception. It was a beautiful thing to watch. So I'm happy for Torrey McTyer making the team. Hopefully he can be a huge contribution this year. Outside of him, Cornell Armstrong also made the team. So the cornerback position, let's be honest now, is still a little iffy. We know we got Xavier Howard and Bobby McCain. Those guys are good to me, but I still would like to just maybe not make a trade right now, but keep looking. If you find something, not an upgrade, but a significant upgrade, keep looking, Miami, just in case. Because at the end of the day, one of those guys goes down, we're back to mediocre. A big-time mediocre. And we cannot afford that on a year where we should be making a run for the Super Bowl, all right? Now, moving along, safeties, all right? Rashad Jones, strong safety. TJ McDonald is free safety. We already knew that, guys. Minkah Fitzpatrick is also 3rd on the depth chart at safety, but we already know he's going to be everywhere. He's going to be playing the nickel. Sometimes he might be in corner. He's going to be in safety. He's just going to be sparing everybody, getting his playing time, guys. Eventually, one of these guys will get released, and Minkah's just going to be starting in their position. Not this year, I'm just saying in general, or if an injury comes into play. Walt Aikens and Maurice Smith made the team as well, guys. So we got depth at safety. I don't think you should have any concerns at safety, guys. None. I know a lot of you want to see Minkah Fitzpatrick replace TJ McDonald right now, but I like the plan that they have because Minkah Fitzpatrick is such a talent. If you have Rashad Jones and Minkah out there, and Bobby McCain goes out, you want a Minkah to replace him. You don't want it. You see what I mean? You don't want it the other way around. So you rather TJ McDonald be at that safety because at least he knows the position very well. So I like what the coach is doing in that regards, guys. All right, biggest surprise. It's not even a surprise, but I called it, guys. I don't even like to talk about kickers in preseason. I don't talk about kickers because you'd be surprised at who they go with. But I love the fact that we went with Jason Sanders, okay? First and foremost, that means that Jason Sanders was the 7th round pick, by the way. Now, that means that 4 of our drafted rookies are going to make day 1 impacts. Jason Sanders kicking the ball. He looked good. It's not like it was he was a draft pick, so we should get him. He looked good. He earned the spot. Now, don't get me wrong. His competition didn't look bad at all either. Both of those guys are going to end up kicking in the NFL. I know somebody's going to get him off waivers real quick. And then I read a report they were actually roommates during the entire training camp. That gotta suck, guys. I ain't gonna lie, that has to suck. One of us ain't gonna be here. One of them probably was trying to poison the other one, make him not feel good one day. But that has to suck. But hey, Jason Sanders won the job. They were sharing a room. Now I guess he gets to own the entire room, guys. I actually read that. That was a beautiful thing. But he wins the kicking job. 4 rookies, day one, contributing. That means our front office got it right in the draft, okay? I know we be getting on our front office sometimes, but they got this one right. They got this one right. Minka Fitzpatrick is going to contribute day one. Gesicki is going to contribute, okay? Jerome Baker is going to contribute. Jason Sanders is going to contribute, obviously. He's our kicker. Ain't no other one on the roster. He's the kicker. That means you got it right. Some teams draft 10 players and only one of them end up not making the roster but starting. We got it right, guys. We got day one impact guys, okay? So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, okay? The other kid that we had was out of FAU. He was competing for the spot, but coaching staff say he's going to be on the NFL roster. He's a good kicker too, but we went with Jason Sanders. Congratulations, Jason. Now, at punter, we already know Matt Hack and long snap John Henney. Ain't nothing changed in that regards, guys. It is what it is. This is what we have, Dolphins Nation. This is our 53-man roster. This is who we're going into war with. This is who we, as the fans, are going into war with. These are our 53 soldiers, all right? It's a long season. It's time to go for this Super Bowl run. We got a great roster. The important thing about our roster is we have depth, okay? Every position we have depth. We got it, guys. You got to get behind this. Let me see here. And that's not it, guys. You got to understand, 1,200 people don't have a team right now. Teams are scrambling to hire people on practice squad. Teams are scrambling to say, hey, I can't believe they cut him. Bring him in. Let's put him on the 53 and move another one of these guys out. Some of these guys on our 53 may not even be safe because there's going to be some free guys out there that we're going to say, oh, man, they let go of that young corner. We can develop him if they can't. Bring him on the 53, knock this person down to the practice squad. A lot of that is about to happen. The next 2-3 days are just going to be a madhouse. You're going to see all kind of small transactions that may not seem like anything now, okay? Then we shipped off a corner. Excuse me. We shipped off a corner and got a 7th round pick in replace of it. We weren't going to keep him anyway, so kudos, Miami. Get an asset. Get an asset. Exactly. That's exactly what you got to do. Get an asset. So I'm excited, guys. We're down our 53. Next Sunday, we have game 1 versus Tennessee. It's going to be huge. It's time for us to get up, get ready, and get at it. A lot to be excited about. We're going to be in that end zone. We're going to get turnovers. It's going to be amazing, guys. The Miami Dolphins are ready. We are here. If you're not ready, then you need to go somewhere, all right? Get off your feet and get ready for this action. It's about to go down, guys. We only got 7 days, 8 days at the most. We're here. It's here. It's going to be a boring 8 days, but we're on the way, guys, okay? So get up, get ready, get behind your team. Stop all the hate, stop all the dislike. Oh, well, I don't like they didn't do this. I don't like that they didn't do that. All these hopefuls, well, I wish this person would have made the roster. What about that person? Listen, at the end of the day, it is what it is. These are the soldiers we're going into war with. We cannot cry over spilled milk, okay? We cannot cry over spilled milk. Let's go in, do what we got to do, Miami Dolphins. Y'all prepare for this season. Injury bugs, stay away from us. And we're going to the Super Bowl, guys. I'm excited. The 53-man roster is set. And it's time to go to war, man. Guys, this is TD Fans Talk. I'm right on the edge of 800 subscribers. Guys, 209 more subscribers, and we hit 1,000, which is amazing. We've been growing. I mean, it's so fast. It's been about 3 months now. We've been growing so fast. Hopefully we can get to this 1,000 subscribers, guys. Subscribe to the video, to the channel, guys, so you can get the updates. It's gonna be live this season. You're gonna hear from me all the time, all the breaking news, all the information, getting the true analysis about everything, guys. Subscribe to the channel, share the links to the videos, tell your friends, your Dolphin friends, to subscribe to the channel. We're here, Dolphin Nation, y'all. Fins up. PHINSUP. Somebody said the other day we need to change it from fins up to something else. We'll come up with it. We'll figure it out. But for now, fins up, guys. It's TD Fins Talk. That is my take on the 53-man roster. I am out. Thanks, guys, for the love and the support. Keep tuning in. Share the video. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I am out, guys. Till we meet again. Peace.